Welcome back, guys. This is Retro ATX. I'm playing this game here today, Crysis. This is the game that broke PCs in 2008. Going to be testing it today on a Q9400. This machine has been clocked at 3.3 gigahertz, running 4 gigs of RAM, and that mighty 8800 GTX. So here we go. Just going to test it up and see how we go. So let's power him on. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to be benchmarking Crysis today, and just going to load Crysis up now, and we can select the settings and we'll go through from there. So each time we want to change the settings for Crysis on the benchmark, we have to go into Crysis itself, select which settings we want to choose, and then we come out and do the built-in benchmark that Crysis provides, and we'll tell you the results. So here we are, we're running 1024 by 768 resolution. Anti-aliasing is off. We won't be turning anti-aliasing on for any of these benchmarks just because it taxes the system too much. At the moment we've got it all set on high. And we're just going to quit the game now and we'll run a benchmark. Alright, so I've decided to do what basically, let's say, everyone's here for really. Will it run it on max settings? Okay, so very high, and the graphics for this monitor is 1280 by 1024 should I say. I'm going to leave the anti-aliasing off. I don't think it's going to make it visually better. However, I don't think it's going to be playable anyway, but we'll see how we go. folks, that's Crysis. Good gameplay, good fun actually. Runs, okay, we're not getting the 60 frames a second that most modern game people say that we require, you know, but back in the day, 60 frames a second wasn't really a thing unless you ran ultra low resolution or round back the details. So you just accepted that 30 frames was okay. And as you can see there, it ran quite well. A couple of stutters here and there, but that's all part of the gameplay. Back when I was playing this game, back when it was first released, I had a 6600 GTS system with a single core 3500 plus AMD. And it ran way worse than this, and I finished the game like it. Really towards the end of this has gone back a while ago, but last few levels, we're really starting to tax the system. I don't know, maybe it's just, the game had more detail in it maybe at the end. To be honest, I can't quite remember, but I remember struggling with it just because I had the details on low and the resolution memory was 640 by 480 and it was still jumping a bit. But I love the game, and it's sort of like watching an old movie, you know. Okay, the special effects aren't the best, but it's all about the story and all that sort of thing. So same sort of thing. But anyway, guys, that's a wrap. Was I happy with how the system ran just then? Excellent. The CRT definitely helps with the image quality. It's really, there's no jagged edges really visible. It's probably flickering a bit on the camera, but in real life it's not like that. And yeah, it's just a great game to play. So folks, I recommend if you haven't played Crysis, go and get the remastered version. If you want to play it on a new system, or you can do what I've just done. I've got the original, played it on an old system like this one here. Get yourself a CRT, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I might just give you a heads up too. So the next video, I'm going to be doing a bit of a reverse Crysis in a way. And what I mean by that is this system here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the 8800 GTS. Obviously I can't play any modern games today with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to max it out. I'm going to put in a high-end graphics card from today's period, and I'm also going to put an NVMe drive in it. And for those thinking that that's not possible, if you look at the next video, I'm going to show you that not only it is possible, but it actually makes a big difference. And I'll be looking at a tutorial video on how to actually make that happen if you've got an old system like this. So basically, as long as you've got a PCI Express slot in your machine, you can certainly run it. So, all right, I'll catch you in the next video.